Problem number 57. So this is from AMC 2018, AMC 10. We want to find integer part of this this fractional expression. So what I'm going to do is maybe try to divide it. So for example, imagine rewrite this as 3 to the power 96 multiplied by 3 to the power 4 plus 2 to the power 96 to the 4, right? Make it similar to the denominator 96 here. So we have 81 396 plus 16 296 and 396 plus 296, right? So if I want to divide it, so if I want to make it simplified, so one way is like make it simplifiable. So what I mean is, for example, let's write it as 80, this one as 81 minus 65. So what we have is 81 times 396 plus 81 times 296 minus 65 296 over 396 plus 296, right? So the first part, this part of the expression is 81 because so you have this expression and then it's multiple by 81. So I'm going to write it as 81 minus 65 296 396 plus 296. So this number is basically the entire expression is less than 81, right? Because we are subtracting something from 81. And 296 to 81. So now the real question is whether this number is less than or greater than 1. So imagine that if this number, this expression here was less than 1, then this entire expression would be like 80 point something. So that makes the answer, the answer is 80, right? And for me it looks like this one is less than 80 because 396, the power of 3 to the 96 is much larger than the power of 296. But now let's just try to, so what we have here, if I prove that this is less than 1, then the answer would be 80. So what I'm going to do is just try to prove that this expression is less than 1. So let me clean this up. So what I want to prove is just 65 296 over 396. So by the way, when you are doing this in AMC, AMC has options like answer choices. Then if you have something very close to 80 and all other numbers are very off 80, so you will choose that number. Obviously you don't have to prove like exactly. I think that's what most students did in AMC, but here we have time. Let's prove it. So this expression means that we need to prove that 65 to 96 is less than 396 plus 96. So if I subtract this 296 from both sides, I have 64. 296 less than 396. So this is again a power of 2, 2 to the power 6. So what we have is 2 to the power 102 and 3 to the power 96. Which one is greater? So now the question is to prove these two. So like if you just like try to make it a little bit simpler, you can divide it, take the square roots, 251, 348. Which one is greater? Probably I would say, so if you even go with, so let's try. So I'm just guessing, but even if you even go with the power of 52, 252 or 348, which one is greater? So divide the powers by 4. So that's like 2 to the power 13 or 312. So you can just simply compute these two numbers. 2 to the power 13 is, let's use the calculator. A moment, 3. So that's like the first one. And 312, 3 to the power it's 5, 3. It's a large number. So 3 to the power 12 is obviously very large. So like even not 51, even if you do like 3 to the power 52, that's less than 348. That's obviously, this one is obviously true. And then if you take the squares, this one is also true. That brings to the initial expression. So this expression is here is less than 1. So this entire the initial expression was 81 minus this one. So that makes this, if you do without this fractional parts, it's 80 point something, and this fraction removes this part. So the answer here is just 80.